Hello everybody, it's your boy Mintleaf, YouTube's most skillful gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Reverse 1999 Update 2.3 Chronicles of Uluru, London Dawning. Today we're going to continue straight into Part 8, LD08 Raining Fish. What you need are sharp eyes to spot value, a touch of arcane skill, and a talking hat, which is Brimley. So this will be a little bit of a conversation between Brimley and Arthur Fogg. Who is Arthur Fogg? Is he related to Oliver Fogg? Probably.
So, I dreamt of eating a marshmallow last night, but it tasted like rubber. And the next day, my wife asked me why I ate the cotton she had in her nose. I said it's because the air was so dirty that I wanted to block up my throat. And she laughed. Of course. She says it might be better now that I can't shout and holler whenever someone scores.
These are the highest level of professional arcanists. Their abilities lie far beyond the limits of our bodies, our perception, and everything else.
Arthur, mate, do you know what you're doing?
Go on, then. Be a little louder. May as well let everyone know a trusted servant of His Majesty's government and his talking hat are hiding out in a pile of litter.
Oh, that's what you're worrying about? I guarantee you, no person in their right mind will think that a brilliant mind such as yourself would decide to hide in a rubbish pile pretending to be a potato.
Ha ha. Since when did you become a comedian?
I learned from the best, mate. Once I'm back in Oz, I hope to be awarded the title of Duke of Sydney Slapper. Not that anyone gives a toss about titles of nobility back home. We've got more important things to worry about in the Redlands down under.
You know, Brimley, old chap, you don't have to be a duke to be above people. All you need is someone tall enough to wear you on his head.
Bloody oath, mate. Like I'd let anyone pop me on their head. I'm an intelligent being, not a bloody accessory.
Shh. Look at that sailor over there. See the ropes in his hand? That right there is presently the most valuable material in all of London to me.
Right, a bit of rope. And what about it, mate?
It's essential that I have it for my invention. We'll just wait for him to throw the ropes into the pile here, and then we'll be off. Just as simple as that. Come closer. Closer. Ready now. He's nearly here. It's no longer useful to you, son. Just throw it down.
Mate, there's a lot of good that's come of being awakened. I treasure all the adventures we've shared. But I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't have awakened if I knew I'd end up in a rubbish bin covered in fish guts.
Just a little mistake. Just a little mistake.
What are all these for, exactly?
These are my collections so far. A klaxon, a watering can, a fishbowl, and...
A chamber pot? You've gone full bonkers, mate. You're the fog walker. Aren't you ashamed of hiding in rubbish, stealing old junk?
It's not junk, old chap. Every piece here will be invaluable to our work. Each one is a necessary component for my invention.
Your invention?
For... Ahoy, sailor! You over there, please wait! Would you mind terribly leaving us those old ropes you've got there?
Good lord, he's bound for the sanitarium at this rate.
Move along, no pushing. Everyone will have their chance to vote for their favourite competitor.
Oi, Sweeney, you only pushed me out of the queue. Good bloody job, mate.
I'm voting for number 007, Molson.
Molson, the first timer? Not all your life, mate. I'm down for 005 Bartley. She's the top seed.
Three days to the qualifiers. Vote while you still can. Sir? Oi! You over there with the black brolly. Come on over and vote for the winner. Oi, mister, stop your pushing.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Sorry, mate, we're on patrol.
Sir, we've a situation over there.
Let's follow them.
Now introducing the competitors for the Uluru London qualifiers.
Bartley! 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 Oi! Who pushed me?
Ouch! Mind your step, will you?
Me? Was you that pushed me, weren't it? You should be the one minding your own feet.
Arthur, I think we're only making things worse trying to move through this crowd.
Looks like we found our troublemakers. What do we do?
Keep up with them and bring him in.
Yes, sir.
Are we gonna start beating up a bunch of people who can't queue properly or something? Is that what it is? Also, I just realized that for the longest time, my Marcus isn't gaining a lot of bonuses. Isn't her gaining her bonus, what's it called? A bonus Moxie, because I'm breaking up the tree plant requirement. Oh well. Yeah, oh well. Okay, how about this? Instead of using this team, I'm gonna use this team instead. A burning team, which is pretty fun. Oh wait, then I don't have a healer. Ah, whatever. Zealous spectator patrolman. Yeah, we're just beating up a bunch of people who are just there at the event. That's pretty messed up, to be honest. Okay. Oh shoot. Oh well.
Let me see. Give it a try. It's so bright. How can I read?
Also, I realized that now we have a she's actually very good as a single target debuffer, Argus. I completely forgot about her capabilities. Now she can actually debuff very reliable single target debuffer.
Arthur, next time, don't get me involved. I think I'm feeling sick.
But he gave us the rope after all.
Stop right there! Seems you two rough sleepers are wanted in connection with a fight breaking out on Cross Street. I'll ask you to come quietly and cooperate.
Mate, say something.
Wonderful. Now I have everything I need for my experiment. The properties of this sea-worn rope should be able to conduct the large particles into the purification vessels.
Mate, shut your gob for a minute and listen.
Yes, perfection. But how to measure and screen the size of the particles? We will need more sophisticated equipment. Huh? Why am I being handcuffed?
Because you're being placed under arrest, sir. Wait a second. Mr. Fogg, is that you?
Bloody hell! Are you seriously telling me you recognize Fogg before me? How many talking hats do you know?
Terribly sorry, gentlemen. I might not have recognized you through all this fog, were it not for that iconic umbrella of yours.
Oh, naturally. Just as I've somehow failed to recognize the two ignoramuses that tried to handcuff a hat.
We're sorry again, Mr. Fogwalker and Mr. Brimley. But we do need to ask you some questions. What with you running around, disturbing the peace and nicking all these strange things you've got there?
Oh, I didn't steal anything. This is all just rubbish, and it's for official business. I'm going to lift the fog from London.
I see. All just a terrible misunderstanding, then. Naturally, a bit of old rope, a car horn, unmistakably the latest in technology. Anyways, mates, best we let you go. You've got a city to save. We'll be off now.
Glad that's over. I'm no fan of handcuffs, even if I don't have any hands.
A little quiet, old chap. I'm just in the middle of a thought. How might I assemble it?
I'm sorry, mister, but I just heard what happened.
Huh?
Huh?
Did you say lifting the fog, mister? Are you really going to get rid of the big, scary fog monster? Will that mean you can cure my mummy? And bring back the blue sky? Right? And then we can still have the Uluru Games, right? My mummy said if the fog keeps sticking around making people sick, then the games won't come.
Mate, this really isn't the time or place.
A klaxon, a probe, a spoon, and a spool of weathered rope. Assembled like so, perhaps using a large pot or a baby's bathtub. It will still need a touch of the miraculous. Voila!
It's breathing.
Yes. The Uluru qualifiers will not just be fog-free, my little friend. They will be sunny. But I'll need some help. Would you and your friends join me in this project, young lady?
Yes, I'll help. I'll ask my grandpa, my mummy, and Auntie Martha to help too.
The more the merrier. We are going to build the largest fog purification machine on Earth. The London Air Pollution Auto Detect Cleaner.
That just looks like a great honking big vacuum to me, mate.
Sulis, Sulis, all life's offerings I bring, as sacrifice to you from the growing spring. The light will sprout within the world's egg lay. Your endless quest brings parents' joyful day.
Parents' joyful day.
What are you, a parrot? Fine. Keep on then. Annoy an old woman to death if you like.
Another bad mood, eh, Miss Willow? This one's your worst this week. I counted it up. Every 32 hours, steady as a clock. You start scolding me, scolding the plants, the ants, even flowers.
I thought we'd agreed. No more peeking round my house without permission.
Yeah, but you didn't kick me out, did you? And you gave me some rye bread and lemon jam. Don't quite know why you keep trying to act the big meanie, Miss Willow. I know you're a softie now, deep down. Miss Willow!
Ouch! Oh, it hurts.
Are you practicing for the qualifiers? Hello again, Miss Swan.
You know, I kind of miss Willow. I do miss Willow and Flutterpage. Not very. I don't know if this is a double storyline so far. I am attracted to both of them equally, but we'll see where the story goes. It's still quite early. Okay, moving on to LD09, Hesitation and Challenge. You can always count on someone to be there for you, waiting to support you.
Be careful. Now you can spit it out. Right. That's the 5th one today. I added a bit of powder into the candy to loosen up their phlegm. It should help them breathe a little easier.
Thank you so much, Doctor. We really had no idea what to do with this new variant of tuberculosis. You and the Foundation have been a real asset to us.
You're welcome. This is a matter of vital health for all of us. I'm very glad to see the treatment is proving effective. And I hope that our clinical experience here might contribute to solving this fog curse as well.
All I'm hoping for is for this mess to end soon, so we can go watch the games together.
Really? So the staff here are fans of the Uluru games as well?
Not just the staff. Everyone here loves a bit of sport. We're always listening to the broadcasts over the radio down in the ward. It's all quite motivating. Sometimes we even get the patients out onto the commons to practice. Something about the coming of a big sporting event always brings people together.
That's all very good to hear. But actually, it was this poster that grabbed my attention.
That's her. Gorgeous, isn't she?
May I ask who she is?
She happens to be this patient's favorite competitor of all time. She collected all of her posters and clippings. She even keeps a few photos of her as a bookmark, and in her purse.
Her favorite ritualist. Looks like you haven't had a proper guest in ages. Have you forgotten how to make a cup of tea?
You like to presume, don't you? So why are you here then? Just to enjoy the sound of a door slamming in your face?
Oh, how terrible of me for wanting to visit an old friend.
So then, Miss Bartley, you came all the way down from Yorkshire just to gawk at an old rival? I should feel lucky, should I? Truth is, I don't care to chatter about with you. Not now, not ever. So you can just turn around and march yourself home. Flutterpage, back to business.
Why'd you send her away like that? She just wants to practice with you. She likes you.
Focus on your stopwatch. On the count of 3. No time to waste.
She's still there.
She's none of our concern.
And you ain't seen each other in a long time. Bet she misses you a lot.
For Pete's sake, Buzzy. No one does something like that just out of the goodness of their own heart. She has her reasons.
Charlotte, you know she's right. I have missed you. I want to see you. But if you really want to know the reason, I want to challenge you again. The question is, do you?
Do you know her?
Charlotte O'Hagan.
Oh, right. That's the name. Truth is, if it weren't for our little patient, I doubt I'd remember her. Most people think she's too old to compete now, that she's retired to God knows where. Others say she's become an addict, wasting her life away. I guess I heard in the gossip rags that some people think she's keeled over and died. Too bad for this young lady, but I doubt we'll ever see her in the games again. Wherever she is, she's like us not to lose, even if she did compete.
You just want to announce to the world you've beat me, eh? Think that'll be a fair challenge, do you? Perhaps you ought to find someone a little more your speed. Someone who's still in one piece. Again, Miss Bartley. Please turn around. I haven't any sort of tea you'd like.
You have changed, haven't you, Charlotte?
What the blazes are you doing? What?
You just said you don't have any tea I'd like, but I think this one is just to my taste.
Wow, Miss Willow, that ribbon is amazing. It can go from long to short in a second.
Aye. A little toss of the ribbon to take control of an object at a distance of 10 meters. Catch an object after a turn. You did it. Well done. But your aesthetics were lazy. You're controlling the angle of your left shoulder, which is good, but it only means you're compensating for your poor stance.
What then? Are you expecting me to say thank you?
No need. Thank yourself for all that hard practice you must have done over all those years. You're almost good enough now. Almost. Keep the cup. Let's go back to our timing, Flutterpage.
All right. Goodbye, Miss Swan.
Oh, by the by, the ribbon technique you just did, I know you learnt it from me, from my performance at the Beltane exhibition match. Am I right?
Excuse me?
Each and every move, you copied it from my routine, right down to the ribbon.
What?
Miss Swan, your face is all red, like my daddy's face when he reads a funny joke in his punch books.
Me? Learnt from you?
You were taunting me right in front of my face, with my own routine. The very innovator that made it. I suppose it was just an attempt to win my approval, was it?
You really think that, don't you?
But I'm afraid you're not different than when we last competed, Caroline. Aye, you're diligent, but you were never graceful enough. That's what holds you back from glory in floor ritual. Your aesthetic sensibility, it's all you've ever needed, but you still don't have it, do you now? You won't make any real progress reusing my old routines. Not unless you find your own way to express your pneuma and your own signature.
You really are full of yourself, aren't you, Charlotte? Do you know how many titles I've won at the international tournaments? The Desert Floor Ritual Open, the Aurora Cup World Championship, and many others, let alone Uluru itself. The name Caroline Bartley has long surpassed yours. I am the uncontested top seed in these games. The records of my skills, my own skills, are in the training manuals for new witches. Do you even know anything about the state of the competition these days? The rules and scoring systems are entirely different and higher in every way. The limits you once broke through are now considered standard for beginners. Ha! But indeed, I learnt it all from you. Face it, you've been left behind. You're no longer the model of perfection.
You're just a shooting star that shined too briefly but eventually fell away. I am the rising sun. My name will be eternal in this sport, long after yours is forgotten.
So be it. Go on. Be the glorious sun. And leave this fading star alone.
Aunt Martha!
Lisa, you're back. We were just talking about you.
About me? What about me?
About your dream and your favorite competitor.
Oh. Oh, you mean Charlotte O'Hagan?
Yes,
That's great, but Mr. Fogg needs us for a project. He says we can still have the games if we all work together. And maybe everyone will be able to attend the qualifiers. Maybe even Charlotte O'Hagan.
A project?
What sort of project?
Give me a break. What are they planning to do this time? Another useless bill that won't pass the House of Lords.
Sorry for interrupting. Did I hear you mention Mr. Fogg?
Yes, Mr. Fogg. He said he's making something that will lift all the fog from London. It's his great invention. With everyone's help, we can build a huge machine. But he says we'll need lots and lots of things, such as, pistons for the mechanic lung, and...
I'll take it over from here. Thank you, Lisa.
Mr. Fogg!
Mr. Fogg?
Okay, that turned pretty intense halfway through when Charlotte showed up to, I guess, meet her old mentor. Were they mentor, or did Charlotte just simply learn from Willow's standards? Anyway, going to the halfway mark. I believe this is somewhere of the halfway mark, 20, so 10 out of 20. Hold on, I think achievements will show you, right? Do the achievements show you how many episodes there are? No, it doesn't. It's like 20 something. Okay, let's continue straight to number 10. LD10, Dust Covered Pearl. She has been silent for far too long. So this will be between Willow and Flutter. Is that Flutterpage? Probably.
Miss Willow, I think the water's been shut off. I opened it all the way, but nothing's coming out.
Go to the water resource office and ask the staff what's going on. If they're not there, they're probably at the gin barrel.
I know you want me to leave, but how are you going to track the time in school without me?
With a heart that's pure and a body lean, to the hunt I go through forest green. Back. Pick it up and keep going, Charlotte. The movement's correct. First spin, then run the geranium over the shoulder, let it slide down the back, and as it falls to the ground, step on it to hop into the air. Then, Sulis, Sulis, all life's offerings I bring as sacrifice to you from the growing spring. Ugh, this is all wrong. The flow needs to be smoother. All right, let's try this again. The sprouting light within the world's egg lays.
Hooray! You did it!
This element requires a 720-degree turn. I haven't even made it to 600.
Oh.
Once more from the beginning. Your endless quest brings parents joyful days.
How about this time?
I did it.
You did what?
I completed the element. I did it.
Blimey! So you mean you did that move you've always talked about?
A 2.5 turn with free leg backwards and upwards, wand throw and catch.
Does that mean you can complete the ritual too?
Yes. All right. That's enough for today. It's supper time. Your mother must be waiting for you to come home with beef stew, fried fish, and bread.
But why? You usually train for about 3 more hours.
Not today. I need a break. I'm totally exhausted. Why are you still standing there? Do I need to get His Majesty's limousine to pick you up?
Oh, I get it. If I don't leave now, the critters in the garden will bite my ears.
Good. I won't see you off. Bloody. You filthy little stain. Whoever gave you permission to stick to my cauldron? Look at me. I have a whole sink of dishes that haven't been washed. And here I am, fighting a little stain on a cauldron. And when the water's just shut off too. I did ask Buzzy to visit the Water Resource Office. Hopefully it didn't slip her mind. if she even knows how to use it. Never mind. I can clean it off without water.
Okay, are we actually going to go throw hands with a stain on a cauldron? Really? It's the goo on the... What the hell is that? That looks terrible. Goo on the loose as well. Okay, let's go.
Come together to conquer this great wave.
I mean, not that it really matters because I'm just gonna one-shot everything again.
Was all too obvious.
It's so bright. How can they read? Read faster. He splashed my book. He got sand between the pages.
Okay, inflicting a lot of poison, which is building up a lot of smoke inhalation.
Guy's trail still walking.
Let me see.
Don't mess with Texas. Don't act surprised. It's just another day on the job.
That was super simple. Okay.
Got it. It's off. You stubborn little thing. Everyone loathes you, avoids you like the plague. You're just a pathetic little stain clinging to what you can. Do you have no shame to sully the sacred floor with your artificial leg? So what if you finish the element? It won't bring back your leg. Without it, you're no different from a clown. How could you possibly compete again? You're not qualified. No. I'm not. All the money I spent on this leg, all the efforts I made to finish the ritual, they're utterly pointless. When was the last time I ate dessert? Or even a chip, for that matter. Year after year, I've trained harder than the last to make up for my leg. But what's the point? Forget it. Everything will be all right. Just give up. Stop thinking about it. Stop hoping. Don't look back or ahead. Just look at the cauldron. See how clean it is now? Stop clinging to places where you don't belong. The world is perfect without you. No! Still intact. Still intact.
Bartley! I finally found you!
Flutterpage, is that you? I can hardly open my eyes in all this wind. Where are you?
I'm right here!
You've been looking for me, have you? How did you find me?
I knew where you were staying in London, but you wasn't there when I arrived. Then, the landlady Erica told me to try the training field. Looks like she was right.
She was. I've been training here every day, you know, to settle in before the event.
Good luck then. Actually, I've come here to deliver a very important and urgent letter to you. Here.
A letter of challenge.
I, Liberty Grove, on behalf of Charlotte O'Hagan, hereby challenge Caroline Bartley to see who will become the champion of the floor ritual in the Uluru Games. No matter if you're a seeded player, a champion, or the son you say you are, Charlotte O'Hagan, the only floor ritualist to master the 2.5 turn with freed leg backwards and upwards, 1 throw and catch, will defeat you and win first place in the London qualifiers.
What? You mean...
Oh man, Willow is getting a lot of wonderful story. Okay, so, and it's nice that Flutterpage showed up. It really does remind me of House quite a bit. Only that, but that's just because I watched House. I've been watching the House clips on YouTube recently. But I can see that the sort of bitterness, the sort of swinging between wanting to improve your life and just being mad at, you know, the circumstances you're in. But and it happens. I don't know. I have my leg, thankfully, but I wouldn't dare to judge a character like that too harshly. But I do like where the story is going, at least with this characterization. Anyway, that's 8 to 9 and 10 complete. That's the end of today's episode of Reverse 1999, update 2.3, Chronicles of Uluru, London Dawning. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Minterleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer. Do look forward to the next episode. Take care, see you all, bye bye, and love y'all.